Hi, this is John from MRNA Traders, and I want to discuss my best and worst trade for 23 August 2021. And I also want to talk a little bit about watching the spread of a stock when you're taking a trade. As always, if you could like this video, subscribe to the channel, or hit the alert bell, we really appreciate it. Let's take a look at what we did today. All right, my worst trade today was on MRNA. This is a high day break trade where the high day was 399.50. The volume at entry was about 3.2 million shares, and the RVOL was about 100%. Interesting high a day near a century level of $400. Be nicer if it was closer to that, more like 399.90 something, but it's a century level though, so even within 50 cents, it kind of becomes an interesting place to take a look at what the price is going to do. Got a strong punch to the high a day. So I like strong punches. It's a little concerning when it happens all in one candle though. So you got to worry kind of like, is it extended? In this case, I thought it had the volume to kind of back this move. So I was kind of liking what I was seeing. And you can see my entry here with this blue arrow is actually in the third highest bar of the day. And we have this nice kind of building 1 minute volume coming into it. So the volume profile looked fine, looked good. The SPY was more or less neutral. It's now 9:52 in the morning. It's 22 minutes after the open. It does matter at this point, given RVOL is 100%. Not really a catalytic stock at all today on mRNA. The vaccine volatility of the past couple weeks has kind of fizzled out. So it does matter. I don't want to see the SPY pulling back hard and going against me, but it's not really helping me too much. It's kind of neutral. Took an entry at 399.65, and here's the big problem with this trade. I forgot to check the spread, and this isn't really a forgivable mistake. This happens to me from time to time. I got excited about other things I was seeing, the volume, the punch, and I didn't look. And the spread after I entered, I saw 58 cents. And that is just too much. When I'm taking 100 shares of a stock like this and wanting to risk $100 max on the trade, that means when I enter, I'm pretty much down like 58 bucks right off the start, and that's not okay. That's outside my risk tolerance. I should have taken more like 50 shares, or maybe even fewer. I mean, as much as mRNA could possibly move, maybe 25, but 50 was probably appropriate. It took 50% off near 401.50. So at this point, the ask was, or excuse me, the spread was still sticking around 50 cents. And the ask was hitting 402 slash this R4 at right around 402. It's at 401.97. So that meant the bid was hanging out around 401.50. So I had to take some off there. I was kind of hoping for a bigger move. And then it came back down. I was all out at 399.68, right around break even. So yeah, the big problem here is forgetting to check the spread. You got to do that. You got to be aware of what the spread is on the stock when you're trading it. And I messed this up. My best trade today was just this break-even trade on Mara. This is a high day break trade, but the high day was 38.19. Volume at entry is about 4.2 million shares, and the RVOL was about 380. So Mara in play today. You've got Bitcoin and some of the other cryptos ripping up a bit, and the minor stocks are moving up with them. Quite strong in the pre-market for Mara, so I liked that. And then it sold off at the open. You can see this wild 1 minute candle here. And then started to find its way back up and found resistance right around the pre-market high, which is this magenta dotted line, and the R4 pivot again in play here at 38.23. Pre-market high was 38.15. So not surprising, it found some resistance here, but this could be a great breakout. The combo of the pre-market high and R4 could serve as a great breakout level, and that's what I was kind of thinking about. And I would have liked to have seen a bigger pullback, and maybe, not maybe, but less wickiness in these candles too. All these dojis here are kind of ugly looking. So I'd rather see a pullback with some wider body candles as it moved back up to this level. But it looked interesting. I kept my eye on it. So it's a bit difficult. Without a pullback, it's hard to choose the when. We talk about the where and the when of trading. The when here is difficult. Like, when is the breakout going to happen? And so to kind of time that, I was watching, again, the 1 minute volume. You can see my entry here at the blue arrow. So I had the 3 stepped up white bars as it came back up. Also like the bottom wicks on these 2 candles here. So, every time it was dropping, it was getting bought back up. And I maybe took a bit of a chance, but I took the entry right there with an entry at 38.20. Another thing that was a bit concerning was on my entry, there was a red SPY candle. Now it's 9:43 in the morning in this trade, only 13 minutes after the open. You've got a fairly catalytic stock, so I'm not too concerned about what the SPY is doing per se, but what worried me was this was the biggest red candle of the day, except maybe for this one here. I was a little concerned that maybe the market was going to roll over hard and that might pull Mara with it, but it wasn't the case. Got an easy move through R4, which again was sitting at 38.23, and I was holding for partial, 50% partial above 38.95. I wanted to get up here near 39, and I had it going good for a little bit, but it kind of ran out of gas. I think it got up around 38.80, somewhere around there, and I set my stop a bit high. I think I actually set it at 38.25. So it came back down and got me that price. But maybe what I should have done is put my stop below the pre-market high and just accepted some slippage. It would have been, 5 cents, maybe as much as 10 cents when you get the spread involved to get out of that trade. So I guess I was just being a bit cautious and didn't want to incur the slippage. So I put my stop up higher. So then it did bounce off the pre-market high, got up around where it was before, and then this was just an ugly candle. I'm glad I was out of the trade by the time this happened, because this probably represented some pretty harsh slippage, I would imagine. But that's the best and worst from today. Again, everybody, watch those spreads. If you have a comment, please leave it below and we'll talk about it, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye-bye.